after, I will give you after J.R.R. Ramesh.
Sir, you asked me, I am going to speak.
J.R.R. No, not
Kapil,
not everybody.
after me.
No.
I am going to pass on to you.
Okay.
I am not going to read.
आ रही है
LOP.
ये मनी बिल और नॉन मनी बिल की लड़ाई तो एक टेक्निकल चीज, लेकिन मूल्य चीज जो है कि यहाँ भूतपूर्व माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने माननीय लीडर ऑफ द हाउस नहीं थे, लीडर ऑफ हाउस अभी आए नहीं थे, तो माननीय भूतपूर्व प्रधानमंत्री जी आपने सुना तो उन्होंने बताया कि उन्होंने कैबिनेट में क्या निर्णय लिया था, सदन में क्या निर्णय लिए थे, और सदन को और उन्हीं के आश्वासन उन्होंने दिया था, तो आपने एज लीडर अपोजिशन उस वक्त अपनी अमेंडमेंट्स वापस ली। उसका मतलब है कि सहमति हुई थी, सिर्फ सरकार की तरफ से नहीं बल्कि उस वक्त की विपक्ष की तरफ से, और बाद में जब इलेक्शन हुआ तो इलेक्शन में आपने भी उसको अपनी पार्टी मैनिफेस्टो में रखा। लेकिन 2 साल, सवा 2 साल हुए, अभी सरकार की तरफ से कोई भी पहल उन तमाम वादों को पूरा करने के लिए नहीं हुए जो उस वक्त की सरकार ने की थी, और एक तरीके से जब विड्रॉन अमेंडमेंट्स विड्रॉ की थी तो उसमें बराबर अपोजिशन की सहमति यानी आज की रूलिंग पार्टी की सहमति थी। तो उसका मतलब है कि दोनों की सहमति थी और आज वो वादे पूरे नहीं हो रहे हैं। माननीय लीडर ऑफ द हाउस ही अगर कहेंगे कि भाई हमें जितने भी वादे यहाँ डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह जी ने पढ़ दिए ये हम पूरे कर लेंगे तो बात खत्म हो जाती है। तो लड़ाई तो इसी पर है। अगर आप ये कह दें कि भाई आप विड्रॉ कर लो और हम सब वादे जो डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह जी ने यहाँ पढ़े हम उनको लागू कर देंगे, पूरे कर देंगे, तो हमें झगड़ा किस चीज का? झगड़ा तो है कि नहीं हो रहा, उसीलिए तो हम ये बिल ला रहे हैं। तो बिल में क्या रखा है? बिल हम पास भी करेंगे जब तक आप इंप्लीमेंट नहीं करेंगे। आप यहाँ कह दीजिए कि हम इसको पूरा कर देंगे, बात खत्म हो गई। Am I right?
Okay.
Chairman sir.
No. I'll call you.
Deputy Chairman sir.
After Yechuri.
Deputy Chairman sir.
After Yechuri.
Sir.
You listen to him also and react. No, you listen to him also and react.
बहुत 3 घंटे डिस्कशन कर चुके हैं। इस मुद्दे पर हम 3 घंटे चर्चा कर चुके हैं। मुझे लगता है कि नए सिरे से इस पे चर्चा करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है और उस पे उस चर्चा पर रिप्लाई भी ऑनरेबल लीडर ऑफ द हाउस ने दिया हुआ है। अभी तो इशू केवल सर हम जिस पे
I want to listen. Sit down, please.
3.5 घंटा
Sir, what is there in the list of business? What is listed? What is?
I have to listen to him. I have to take a decision. Sit down. I have to get the opinion. Don't worry.
Sir, what is being considered is a bill which is titled Further Amend the Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Act be taken into consideration.
Yeah.
Now, it is not a question of defining whether this is a money bill or not a money bill. Okay. I may have my opinions on it. That's a different matter. I've said that yesterday also in the House. Yeah. The issue is the assurances given at the time of the bifurcation of the Andhra Pradesh state. Will they be honored or not? That is all. Simple issue is that.
Okay.
Simple issue is that. Please, I'm not saying that you discuss money bill and appropriation in this house. No. I'm aware of all the rules. Please discuss it in the other house. Take all your decisions there. All that is being asked here is, will you give the assurance that you will implement what you have assured in this house? As simple as that.
Okay, J.R. Ramesh.
That is the point. So therefore you stick to that. That's all.
Sir.
J.R. Ramesh.
Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir.
You highlight on what he said.
Sir, Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir, please give me some time, sir, please. Very important, sir. There are 2 issues that have come up this afternoon. The first issue is the fulfillment of the former Prime Minister's assurances on the floor of the House on February 20th, 2014, a statement which he read out, which had been seen, which had been approved by the leader of the opposition and Mr. Venkaiah Naidu.
But enlighten me on this objection.
Bear with me, sir. This is a complicated question. Bear with me. Let me explain. So that is the first issue. The second issue is whether the private members bill moved by Shri KVP Ramchandra Rao is a money bill or not, even though he introduced this bill with presidential assent on the 7th of August 2015. The money bill issue had been raised at the time of the Aadhaar bill discussion. That is under challenge in the Supreme Court. My distinguished colleague, Mr. Kapil Sibal, will address the legal issues after me, which have been raised by the Leader of the House. Let me address the first issue, which is the real issue, which is the only issue, which is the special category status issue. Sir, on the 28th of July,
No, Jairam
sir,
Ramesh,
please have
you
some
address a
patience.
point
Sir,
raised here.
please have some patience.
All discussions are over. No.
Sir,
No, all such discussion. No.
Sir, on the...
No, please sit down.
Sir,
Now listen, all such discussions are over. How many hours?
sir, please
4 hours or more.
give me 2-3
No,
minutes.
No, you see, sit down. I am already standing on my legs.
Sir,
See, Jairam Ramesh. No, please. No, Jairam Ramesh, listen to me. This issue, the question of special category status to Andhra Pradesh, have been discussed here thoroughly in a short...
but we have been misled. We have been misled. That's what I want to point out. We have been misled by the Leader of the House.
Let me
Sir, I
complete.
want to point out.
Let me complete.
Please listen to me.
No,
No, I'm not-
you have to listen to
I'm
me
not
first.
going to sit down,
Let
sir.
me complete.
Sir,
You
we
can
have
stand,
been
but listen to
misled,
me. No, the question is, no, I am here, no, here.
Sir, I'm
See,
clarifying,
there is no
sir.
discussion here, no.
It's not a
I
discussion,
don't-
it's a clarification.
No, listen to me. If you can't listen to me, no, I don't agree with that. Listen, the discussion, remember, discussion on this bill. No, listen, Minister, you keep quiet. See, now please, see, the discussion on this bill is complete. It is already announced. Now listen, there cannot be a discussion again on this bill.
I'm not discussing
No,
it.
Let me,
I'm
number
not
two.
discussing it.
No, let me complete.
I'm not discussing it.
I will not give you the chance if
Sir,
you
I'm
argue
not
like this.
discussing it.
No, you listen to me. Let me complete. I have to make it clear. No. I have to make it clear. See, discussion on the bill is complete. Number one. Discussion on the issue of Andhra Pradesh special category. No, that is also over. 4 hours we discussed. The only question before me, which I am allowing, which I want your advice if you have to give, is the objection raised by the Leader of the House. No, see, the Leader of the House as to whether it is a money bill or not. On that issue, if you can enlighten me, you do it. Nothing else I am
please bear
allowing.
with
Nothing
me.
else I am allowing. Yeah.
Seek the assurance of the government.
Sir,
If the government gives us assurance, then there is no need of pressing for the bill.
No, sit down, sir.
sir,
You say it is money bill or not?
sir, please listen to
Yeah.
me, sir. Sir, the money bill issue, Mr. Kapil Sibal.
You
will
cannot
not-
say that. I have to decide.
Give me
Who
one-
are you to say? Kapil will say.
Sir, because the Leader of
This
the
is not the way.
House has misled the House.
Then you say.
He has
Why don't you stand
misled
up?
the House.
Why don't you
On the
stand up then?
28th of July.
If you cannot say,
And
why
it
don't
is
you stand
my
up?
duty to point out that he has misled the House. Sir, this is unfair, sir.
Your own members are.
Sir, this is unfair. A statement is made by the Leader of the House that special category status cannot be given to Andhra Pradesh because of the recommendations of the 14th Finance Commission, and I want to prove
That is not the issue here.
that this is wrong.
That is not the issue here. What can I do? That is not the issue here. What can I
Sir,
do?
if I don't do
Issue
it
is on a
now,
point of
when
order.
will you give me an opportunity?
No, I am not giving you opportunity for
No,
this.
sir.
Then I will have to give everybody. If I am to give it, no, are you ready to sit down?
Sit down.
If I am to give you see, if I am to give you opportunity to discuss that issue, I will have to allow everybody, every party. The only issue here is you will enlighten me whether it is money bill or not on his objection. Nothing else I will allow.
Sir,
on that issue.
sir,
If
let
you
me-
cannot do
one
on
minute.
that issue,
Sir, let-
Kapil Sibal can speak.
Sir, give me one.
I will ask Kapil Sibal.
Sir, I want
Only
to-
on that issue you can speak.
Sir, 1 minute.
Then I will have to allow everybody. Why only you? Ram Gopalji is asking. Ramesh is asking. Guptaji is asking. Why only you? That is why I am saying.
Because-
you give only the objection on what he said. Yeah. On this issue you speak.
Sir,
Okay.
Sir, the leader of the House has made certain statements in the House which are not true.
Now,
I have conclusive evidence to show that it is not
then
true.
move a privilege motion.
And
Move a privilege motion.
It has formed the basis of his
Move a
assertion.
privilege motion.
Sir, I will sit down, sir, because you
But move a privilege motion.
You are denying me an opportunity of setting the record straight. You are denying me an opportunity of proving to the leader of the House.
His allegation is
misled
against the
House,
chair.
And I'm
That
sitting
is
down.
my
objection is
It is not now. You move a privilege motion.
His allegation is against the chair.
No, please.
It's very serious
No,
thing.
no, sit down.
His allegation
Mr.
is
Jayara,
against
Ramesh, I will give you, sit down. Ramesh, you don't understand the seriousness. What are you doing? If honorable leader of the House has misled the House, you can give a privilege motion, number one. Now, number two, I want only opinion on this particular issue, whether that is objection is raised. Now, that is after the bill is being introduced, after the bill is being discussed, and after at the time when the bill is about to be put to vote. That is the time, you know. The bill, you understand, many of you don't understand. It was thoroughly discussed. The time is voting. I am to call for voting. It is at that time this objection came. At this point of time, no scope of discussing the bill or merit or demerit. Enlighten me on what he said, whether it is money bill or not. You can give your opinion. You can give your opinion.
Thank you very much, Mr. Deputy Chairperson.
Yeah.
We are here gathered not necessarily to find out at what stage an objection can be raised. We concede the fact that an objection can be raised at any time, whether a particular bill that is introduced is a money. Find out at what stage an objection can be raised. We concede the fact that an objection can be raised at any time, whether a particular bill that is introduced is a money bill or not. There have been some comments about the intentions behind the objection, but I'll leave that for a moment. We are also delighted, and we have often been given great lessons in constitutional law by the leader of this House, and we thank the leader of this House for that. But I, with some humility, entirely disagree with the leader of his House on the interpretation of 110 of the Constitution. Mr. Deputy Chairperson, if I may have your attention. If I may have your attention.
Yeah.
If I may have your attention,
Please,
sir.
please.
Every legislation in this country introduced in the Lok Sabha has some impact on the Consolidated Fund of India. Whether it's a legislation dealing with urban development, judiciary, transportation, every legislation has an impact on the Consolidated Fund of India, because ultimately monies have to be appropriated to ensure that on the ground there is fruition and that the monies required for that particular legislation are appropriated from the Consolidated Fund of India. If my learned friend, the leader of the House is right, then on every bill,
Okay.
if the
You please
if the
speak.
distinguished
You
leader
please
of the
speak. I
House
am
is
your
right, that every bill can be termed as a money bill in this country. If he is right in his objection, because at some stage or the other, monies will have to be appropriated towards the Consolidated Fund of India. However, the definition of a money bill is quite different. And I will read for the consideration of you, sir, and the distinguished member of this House, the definition. It says, for the purposes of this chapter, a bill shall be deemed to be a money bill if it contains, and mark the word, only, if it contains only provisions dealing with all or any of the following matters. In other words, if a bill that is introduced contains only provisions relating to appropriations, then it's a money bill. If it contains, if the bill deals with a subject matter, the consequence of which is ultimately appropriations from the Consolidated Fund of India, then it's not a money bill. Now, let's look at this bill. Let's look at this bill. What does this bill say? 100A. Notwithstanding anything contained contrary to this Act, the following shall be special provisions for the state of Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh Telangana Council shall be set up by the central government on the order. Next. Special status shall be granted by the central government for the state of Andhra Pradesh for 10 years. Special status, nothing to do with appropriation.
Yes.
Nothing to do with appropriation. Nothing to do with money. When that special status is, if you don't mind, please.
Now let me listen to him. Please, yeah.
Revenue deficit of Andhra Pradesh shall be borne by central government till the state becomes financially viable. Now, at the time when the actual revenue deficit is borne through the introduction of legislation, then it will be a money bill. But this is not a money bill. Next, a special package will be given by the central government to achieve a turnaround in the financial health of the state. When that special package is given and it is part of the financial bill, then it will be a money bill. Next, central assistance package shall be provided for developing backward areas of Andhra Pradesh, particularly in the 4 districts of Rayalaseema and the 3 districts of northern coastal Andhra Pradesh at par with Bundelkhand, Koraput, Bolangir and Kalahandi package. Now that exercise is yet to be done. And that exercise will be done, which is an administrative exercise. When that appropriation takes place, then it will be a money bill. Next, central assistance shall be provided for the development of the capital of Andhra Pradesh. Well, when that central assistance will be provided in a legislation, that will be a money bill. Supposing you want to set up a new capital, and you have a legislation and say, one second, legislation and say you want to set up a new capital which is being done, that's not a money bill. It's when you appropriate monies towards setting up of the capital will it become a money bill. Next, the allocation of Pallavaram project shall be increased by central government for its completion in the stipulated time frame. Now, what is that increase? We don't know at this point in time what that increase is going to be. As and when that increase is decided by the government and introduced in the Lok Sabha, that will be a money bill.
Okay.
Then the Apex Council and the
Need not read all clauses.
The Apex
I got
Council,
your point.
I'm sorry?
Need not read all clauses.
Now,
I got your point.
Now, since I was the counsel in the Aadhaar matter and I'm disclosing that fact, the learned leader of the House also said that Aadhaar is a money bill. He also said Aadhaar is a money bill. Tomorrow you want to set up special courts in the country, he will say that is also a money bill, because in order to set up special courts you need money. That money will come from the Consolidated Fund of India. So this House will become a cipher. This is what the leader of the House wants, for this House to become a cipher.
Okay. That's okay. All right.
They don't want to honor the commitments made on the special package.
On this issue?
They don't want to honor those commitments.
On this issue, you want to say? Okay. All right.
Mr. Deputy Chairperson. No, one second. One other point. One other point.
Please conclude.
One other point I wish to make.
No.
It is true, sir.
No. Conclude.
It is true, sir. Quietly, ultimately, we are here to uphold the Constitution and the laws. We are not spin doctors to spin the Constitution for our political purposes. We are not here sitting as spin doctors. The fact of the matter is, if you give this interpretation to any bill introduced in any house, it will be a money bill, according to the leader of the House. This house must actually move a resolution to decide what is the power of the leader of the House here, without setting the one second.
But we are challenging the Constitution.
Sir, you have to.
All right. No, let him. Okay. Conclude.
Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir, I have one humble submission to make. The rules require you to decide whether or not it's a money bill or not, or whether you have some doubts on it or not.
I'll come
And
to
it
that.
will automatically go to the Speaker of the Lok Sabha.
Yes.
It will automatically go to the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. And the point is that unless you hear members of this House,
That's why I'm
as to what
hearing.
is the maryada
That's why
of this
I
House,
heard you.
as to what kind of bills should be money bills, you should not give a ruling.
That's why I'm
So
hearing you.
please allow every
No,
member
no.
to speak,
That's-
and let's get a sense of
No,
this
no,
House
that I heard
as to
you.
what we feel is a money bill,
I heard
and
you.
not subvert the Constitution of
Yeah,
India.
yeah. Ram Gopal ji.
सर बहुत विद्वान लोगों की बात मैंने सुनी और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जो बहुत सामान्य बात है उसको असामान्य बनाया जा रहा है। ये सब जानते हैं कि मनी बिल यहाँ इंट्रोड्यूस नहीं हो सकता। ये बिल यहाँ इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ, चर्चा हुई, वोटिंग के वक्त इस पर एतराज़ हुआ। अगर इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ तो ये मनी बिल हो नहीं सकता। मैं जब ये इस तरह का मामला आता है तो मुझे अपने लॉ के एक प्रोफेसर का पहले दिन का एक वाक्य याद आता है। उन्होंने कहा अपने स्टूडेंट से कि जब आप कभी लगे कोई दिक्कत हो तो अपने कॉमन सेंस का प्रयोग कीजिए, बिकॉज लॉ इज नेवर अवे फ्रॉम कॉमन सेंस। और कॉमन सेंस ये कहता है कि जब ये यहाँ इंट्रोड्यूस हो गया है और इस पर चर्चा हो चुकी है तो उसके बाद इसको मनी बिल कहना ये जायज नहीं।
Ramesh, what do you want to say? On this point only.
This issue only, sir. This issue only. This issue, yes, I will go. Sir, from the beginning discussion, I was here. We are the victims. First, discussion is over. All are discussed, either this side, I also discussed on this bill. Then, at the time of voting it, one of the member from this side, they raised the quorum. Then I also told.
That is all over.
Sir,
You
yes,
say
sir,
about this.
no, everybody is here today. This has to be here, everybody, sir. See, on that time, I told, you introduced bill, very good. This is good for Andhra Pradesh. If you are serious, only 3 Congress members are there. Only 3 Congress members are there. Yes,
This
sir.
is not the point.
Yes.
Not going. That is not the issue here.
Sir.
Not going on record. Why are you creating problem? Why do you want to create problem? Not going on record. Why are you? No. If you see, Ramesh, if you have a suggestion regarding this bill, as money bill or no money bill, you can say that. Nothing else permitted. Who are present, who are not present, not my concern.
I raised this issue. Only even Jairam Ramesh.
No, now you.
Sir, Jairam Ramesh.
I am not interested in. I am not in. No, that will not go on record. That will not go on. I am not interested in hearing any of those things now. See, I have only one point. Have you an opinion about this as money bill or no bill? You say that.
Sir,
if not, sit down.
Here, honorable members has to know what subject is happened, sir.
Then sit down. You don't know.
No,
You
sir.
don't know. I want to. Now, honorable members.
No. Either this.
No, you sit down.
Either money bill or not, you decide. We are ready.
I will decide. Sit down.
This bill. We are ready for support this bill.
Okay, then sit down. That is okay. Now, honorable members. No, let me decide. I expunged it. Sit down. It's already expunged.
The honorable member keeps on repeating that I was not present in this house.
I
on
have
the
explained that.
29th.
I have explained
I have explained to him, and in spite of that, he persists.
I explained
Sir,
it.
I had to go to Chennai
I explained
to attend
it.
the ceremonies
I remember
of my
that.
late father-in-law.
I remember
That
that.
is why I was not here. And
I have
he insists on
explained. No.
repeating this. It's an
Why you
expression
want?
statement on his part.
What do you want to say?
Supporting us or not?
What do you want to say?
2 minutes also.
What do you want to say? Tell me.
Please, you hear me?
You tell me.
Sir, you hear me? I am also speaking.
I am hearing you. Tell me. Yeah.
Honorable Member, Mr. Sibbu.
Only on this issue, nothing
This
else.
issue, sir.
Ah.
Very eloquently has argued that almost everything can be termed a money bill. Before that, the leader of opposition very
No, you
passionately-
say your opinion on this. Why do you go to that?
If you don't-
Why do you create problem? No.
I'm not trying to
I
create
am
a
on
problem.
specific issue.
If you
No.
don't want to hear me even, how can
I want only what you say about this bill.
Just
Nothing
ask-
more is relevant
you have
now.
to give me a chance.
That's why I want to give a ruling.
If you don't-
See, I want assistance for giving a ruling. If you have anything,
You will get
otherwise,
a chance. If you hear me only,
then you say that. Nothing else.
As I said, the leader of opposition also very passionately said.
Why do you say leader of
Why not?
opposition? You
Because-
say your opinion.
I am giving. It is
You
a
say your opinion.
reference to the context. It is a reference
No,
to the
no.
context.
This is no
It
speech.
is. And we were delighted to hear the former Prime Minister also.
Why are you saying this?
Hear me? This is very funny.
This is not a speech.
No, sir, it's not a speech. But you let me finish my argument. Let me
See,
finish my argument.
I tell you,
2 minutes.
Nareshi, we are on a,
if
you
give me-
understand,
Sir, I've been
we are
very
not
patient.
speaking,
No, you are on the
we
left
are
side.
not
Sit down.
speaking, I will allow you, but understand, we are not speaking on this subject at all. It's a technical question, for which listen, let me complete. I have to give a ruling. I thought you will advise me on that ruling, that only I want.
It will be given 2 minutes.
You tell me, okay.
So I said, we were delighted to hear the former Prime Minister. He said that as Prime Minister, certain assurances were given.
No, that is not going on record.
Why not, sir?
That is not going
Why
on
not?
record. That is not relevant now.
No, are you saying what he said is
That
not
is
going
not
on the
relevant
record?
now.
Are you saying that what he
I want
said
to
is
give
not
the
going on
ruling.
the
I'm going
record?
to go. Now, I want to give the ruling. Sit down. Sit down. Whether former Prime Minister is relevant or not, your certificate is not now needed. It is on record. It is on record. No. See, wasting time. I want to give the ruling. Now listen, please. Honorable members, I was trying my best to elicit opinion, suggestion from the honorable members. That is why I tried to hear legal luminaries and others also. But I was strict in the sense that I want only opinion on this at this point. Because I'm sorry for if I had been very strict in that. I'm sorry. Now listen, the reason is that I will first explain that. Number one, this bill is at the voting stage. Number one. So discussion was over on this bill. So no point in discussing it again. Number two, Andhra issue was discussed for 4 hours. So this is not the time to discuss the merit or demerit or pros and cons of that decision or this. The only issue before me, I was about to put the bill for vote. Honorable Leader of the House raised an objection. So naturally, I want to take a correct decision on that. For that, I thought you will advise me. But I thank Kapil Sibal ji, Jairam ji, now Ghulam Nabi ji, Ram Gopal Yadav ji, and Naresh ji also, and Ramesh also, for whatever you have said. Now, where you deviated from the basic point, I questioned also, for which don't misunderstand me, if I have to take a decision. Now, number one, see, I will first explain. Ram Gopal ji said that bill is already introduced and the permitted by the President also. And so at this stage, you proceed with this because it is already here about voting. But the rule is very clear in that 186(7), which was pointed out here also, on a bill being introduced in the council or at subsequent stage, if an objection is taken. That means at any stage, objection can be taken. That is the rule. So at this stage also, objection can be taken. Number two, that if the bill is a money bill within the meaning of Article 110 and should not be proceeded with the council, the chairman shall, if he holds the objection, direct the further proceedings in connection with the bill be terminated. See, here, if the objection is valid, that means if the chairman considers it a money bill, that is, then it has to be terminated then and there. Then, if not, that is the second clause, the next step. If the chairman has any doubt in this regard, what is to be done? He shall refer the matter to the Speaker, whose decision on the question shall be final. Let me complete. The point is, neither in the Constitution, of course, if in the Constitution, if no power is given to the chairman, then in the rules also it cannot be given. So, neither the Constitution does not give power to the chair to decide it a money bill or not. And the rules also are framed accordingly. That's the point. If there is a doubt, now I'll complete. Let me complete.
If the chairman has any doubt, which means
that
in case chairman does not have a doubt, then he is the decision maker. He need not send it to speaker.
That is the point. See, that is a crucial point which I thought. See, that is a crucial point, because if the chairman has a doubt, let me say, the point is, let me complete. I heard you. Now listen. No, listen to me. Yeah, listen. No, if the chairman has doubt, he cannot decide. He has no authority to decide. In a way, the chairman of the Rajya Sabha is vested with zero power with regard to deciding whether it is money bill or no money bill or no money bill. Even there is no scope for of a deep thinking by the chairman, because it is straight send it. Therefore, I am giving the ruling. The Andhra Pradesh, I am giving the ruling. The Andhra Pradesh Reorganization Amendment Bill 2015 was introduced by Dr. KVP Ramachandra Rao in the Rajya Sabha on 7th August 2015. The bill was taken up for consideration on 11th March and 29th April 2016. A point has been raised that the bill is a money bill under Article 110 of the Constitution. Rule 1867 states that on a bill being introduced in the Council or at subsequent stage, if any objection is taken that a bill is a money bill within the meaning of the Article 110 and should not be proceeded within the Council, the chairman shall, if he holds the objection valid, direct that further proceedings in connection with the bill be terminated. But under Article 168, if the chairman has any doubt in this regard to the validity of the objection, he shall refer the matter to the Speaker, whose decision on the question shall be final in accordance with the Rules 3 of the Article 110 of the Constitution. Since the matter is not free from doubt, I therefore, under Rule 1868, refer the matter to the Honorable Speaker for a decision. Till then, further proceedings in connection with the bill is deferred. What is next? What is second bill? Second bill. Now, insertion, now Constitution Amendment Bill, second bill. The next bill is Constitution Amendment Bill, Sri Ghulam Nabi Azad. Are you taking up your bill? Next is your bill. Constitution Amendment Bill.
Shua's bill.
Constitution Amendment Bill. Insertion of new Article 21B.
Shiva's bill. Mr. Shiva.
Sir.
Not my bill, Shiva's
No.
bill.
Thank you, sir.
What? Whose bill it is?
Sir, that's
Whose
mine.
bill it? Eh? किसका bill है? Eh? Why this? Yes. Sorry. The Constitution Amendment Bill 2015, Amendment Article 324. Tiruchi Siva to move the bill for consideration.
Sir, thank you, sir. I move the bill, sir. Sir, I move the bill for consideration. Sir, I move the bill for consideration to amend the Constitution, Bill 2015 of Article 324, sir. Sir, in the interest of the student and the teacher community,
You tell him not.
and in the interest of
You tell him
a
not.
better tomorrow, I am introducing this bill, sir. Sir, a country with a stable economy, a stronger armed force, an advanced technology or a developed medicine will not ensure a better tomorrow, sir. It is only the youth force today in this country will ensure the nation a prosperous future to compete with the international world. And the youth to be dynamic. The responsibility rests with whom? Sir, most of the times, sir, I would like to say, till the age of 14, any child spends most of this time at home and at school. At the age of 14, a child mingles with the society and takes the decision on his own. Before that, sir, to shape him, to grow him, to develop him, and to give him the necessary knowledge depends one with the parents and other the school teachers. Sir, most of the time, the children are at school, and to shape them for a better future is the utmost responsibility of the teachers. Sir, we have enacted a law, right to education, that education must be provided to all children from the age of 5 to 14. Whereas the education which they are getting, whether it equips them to take